Good morning, my dear student. So today we are going to deal with Leibniz theorem. So let's see what does it state. The statement of Leibniz theorem is if y is equal to uv, where u and v are functions of x having derivative of nth order. So here y is a function of u and v, and u and v are what? They are the function of x having derivative of nth order. Then yn is nothing but nth derivative of yn equal to uv. This uv is nothing but a product rule, nth derivative of it. As you know, here they are applying a binomial theorem here. That is nothing but equal to nc0 un v plus nc1 un minus 1 v1 plus nc2 un minus 2 v2 so on ncr un minus r vr plus ncn u vn. Consider this as equation 1. So where the suffix of u and v, so here un is there, v is there, v1 is there, un minus 1. So what does this suffix represent? They are nothing but number of times they are differentiated. So here un is there, then u is differentiated n times. Here un minus 1, u is differentiated n minus 1 time. v2 is there, v is differentiated 2 times. vr is nothing but v is differentiated r time. That is nothing but number of times they are differentiated. And what does this ncr represent? It is nothing but number of combination of n different things taken r at a time. So this is a statement of Leibniz theorem. So now let's move to proof. So first proof. Let us prove the theorem by mathematical induction process. So we are going to prove this theorem by mathematical induction. What does this says mathematical induction? First we are proving for n equal to 1, then n equal to m. Assuming for n equal to m, then we are proving the result is true for n is equal to m plus 1. Okay, that's what mathematical induction process says. So let's begin with step 1. What does step 1 says? So this statement we are considering equation 1, right? So we are proving the result is true for n is equal to 1. So just write, put n equal to 1. So if you put n equal to 1 in this equation, what does it go? It becomes nothing but y1 equal to uv into 1. That is nothing but, substitute 1 here, 1c0 u1v plus 1c1, this will become u v1. So here 1 minus 1 u0, instead of u0 I am taking as u, and instead of v0 also I am taking it as v. See here nc0 un v0 is that, I will just take it as v. Okay, so just see here 1c0 is equal to 1 and 1c1 is also equal to 1. So this becomes u1 into v plus u into v1. So this is nothing but a product rule. uv is differentiated, then here v is kept constant and differentiation of u is u1, and u is kept constant and differentiation of v is v1. So what you can say, the theorem is true for n equal to 1. Okay, so this theorem is true for n equal to 1. So next step is what? We are assuming the theorem to be true for n equal to m. Let's move, that is step 2. Let us assume that the theorem is true for n equal to 1. So what does equation 1 becomes? Just substitute n equal to n equal to m in equation 1. So this is equation 1. Substitute n equal to m here. Okay. So this is equation 1. Substitute n equal to m. So this is ym equal to uv m equal to mc naught umv. Okay. Substitute n equal to m plus mc1 um minus 1 v1 plus mc2 um minus 2 v2 so I'll take one term lesser than this, m cr minus 1 un m minus r plus 1, because if you are substituting n is equal to m and you are taking one lesser term than this. So r minus 1 minus r, minus of minus 1 becomes plus 1 here. Then vr minus 1. Then this term mcr um minus r vr so on plus mcm u vm. So consider this as equation 2. You know that if y is there, if you are differentiating, you are getting y1. If you are differentiating, you are getting y2. So we need to prove, next step is what? We need to prove the result to be true for n is equal to m plus 1, right? What is step 3? For m plus 1, right? So here ym is there. If you differentiate this, you are getting ym plus 1. So what we'll do? We'll differentiate. Now we have to prove that the result is true for n equal to m plus 1. So to prove the result is true for n equal to m plus 1, what we'll do? We'll differentiate equation 2. If you differentiate equation 2, you are getting ym plus 1, because when you are differentiating y1, you are getting y2, right? So here if you differentiate, this becomes what? So differentiate ym. So you are getting ym plus 1 equal to uv into m plus 1. So mc naught as it is. So differentiation, product rule you apply. Here you are getting differentiation of um is plus 1 into v, keeping v as it is. Then again keeping um as it is, and differentiation of v is v1 plus next one mc1, differentiation of um minus 1 is um, and differentiation of v1 keeping v1 as it is. Then again keeping um minus 1 as it is, and differentiation of v1 is what? It is v2. Similarly keeping mc2 as it is, means it is a common term. So differentiation of u of m minus 2 is u of m minus 1 v2 plus um minus 2 as it is, differentiation of v2 is v3. Again so on. Just see here, m cr minus 1 is there, m cr minus 1, differentiation of this will become um minus r plus 2 plus 1 plus 1, that is plus 2 vr minus 1, okay, plus um minus r plus 1 vr, differentiation of this vr minus 1 differentiation is vr, okay. Next is mcr, differentiation of um minus r is what? um minus r plus 1, okay, and keeping vr as it is. Again um minus r, keeping um minus r, and differentiation of vr is vr plus 1, okay. So on. Last term c mcm uvm. So mcm, differentiation of u is u1, differentiation of u is u1, keeping vm as it is, and differentiation of keeping u as it is, and differentiation of vm is what? Vm plus 1. Consider this as equation 3. So now you just multiply this mc0 inside the brackets, all mc1 inside the bracket, mc2 inside the bracket, okay. So you are getting ym plus 1 equal to uvm plus 1 equal to, just multiply inside the bracket. So this becomes mc0 um plus 1 v plus mc0 um v1 plus mc1 um v1 plus mc1 um minus 1 v2, okay. The next one, mc2 um minus 1 v2, mc2 um minus 2 v3, so on. Again just multiply inside mcr minus 1 um minus r plus 2 vr minus 1 plus mcr minus 1 um, this is 1 um minus r plus 1 vr. Again multiply this inside the bracket, mcr um minus r plus 1 vr and mcr um minus r vr plus 1, and this so on, plus mcm u1 vm plus mcm u vm plus 1, okay. Consider this as equation 4. Now you can see there is a common terms um v1 and um v1 common, so I can take mc0 plus mc1 by taking um v1 common. Here um minus 1 v2, um minus 1 v2. Similarly um r minus 1 plus 1 um minus r plus 1 vr, there is a common terms here. So just take the common terms and just see what you are getting. So ym plus 1 equal to uv m plus 1, that is equal to mc0 um plus 1 as it is, v as it is. Now there is a common um v1 um v1, so you can write it as mc0 plus mc1 times um v1, okay. Next term um minus 1 v2, um minus 1 v2. So mc1 plus mc2 times um minus 1 v2. Similarly, so on. So common mcr minus 1 plus mcr times minus r plus 1 vr plus so on up to the last term, keeping last term as it is mcm uvm plus 1. Consider this as equation 5. We know that mcr minus 1 plus mcr equal to m plus 1 cr. These are the combination rules, properties you are getting. Okay, and mcm can be written as m plus 1 cm plus 1, and this is equal to 1. Both are equal to 1. Okay, and the third one is mc naught equal to 1, and also you can write m plus 1 c naught. mc naught is also equal to 1, m plus 1 c naught is also equal to 1. So just here substitute r equal to 1 in this equation. What you are getting when you substitute r equal to 1? So mc naught plus mc1 equal to m plus 1 c1, right? And when you substitute r equal to 2, what you are getting? mc1 plus mc2 equal to m plus 1 c2, right? Now instead of mc naught, what I can write? M plus 1 c naught, and mc naught plus mc1 I can write it as m plus 1 c1. mc1 plus mc2 I can write it as m plus 1 c2. Okay, so just substitute the values. So here is mc naught. Instead of mc naught I can write it as m plus 1 c naught. So that is m plus 1. So first write down ym plus 1 equal to ub m plus 1. So mc naught can be written as m plus 1 c naught, keeping this term as it is, um plus 1v plus 1v. Next one is mc naught plus mc1. mc naught plus mc1 can be written as m plus 1 c1. So instead of this one, what I can write? m plus 1 c1 times um v1. So this one um v1, keeping um v1 as it is. Next is mc1 plus mc2. mc1 plus mc2 can be written as m plus 1 c2 times um minus 1 v2. um minus 1 v2. Okay, next is so on. As you know, mcr minus 1 plus mcr. mcr minus 1 plus mcr is m plus 1 cr. So instead of this I can write it as m plus 1 cr, m plus 1 cr times um minus r plus 1 vr, um minus r plus 1 vr, keeping that as it is. Next one is mcm. So mcm can be written as what? m plus 1 cm plus 1. So just write down m plus 1 cm plus 1, and keeping this term as it is, u vm plus 1. Consider this as equation 6. So equation 6 is exactly same as equation 1. So wherever m plus 1 is there in equation 1, you are having n. So equation 6 is exactly same as equation 1. Therefore what you can write? The theorem is true for n equal to m plus 1, right? And hence by principle of mathematical induction, the theorem is true for every positive integer n. Okay, hence the proof. So we have proved for n equal to 1, n equal to, we have assumed n equal to m. Finally we have proved for n is equal to m plus 1. So by mathematical induction, what you can say, the theorem is true for every positive integer n. This completes the proof of this theorem. Thank you.